Community Mindfulness is a weekly 20-minute videocast of guided mindfulness practice. I'm the volunteer leader, Andrea Marion, yoga and mindfulness teacher since 2004. I live and work in Burlington, Vermont. So how does community mindfulness work? Well, you sit quietly and do very little, actually. Follow the suggestions that I give or practice what feels comfortable to you. A focus on the breathing or notice thoughts and let them go. In this non-doing, a natural receptive capacity for awareness and joy arises, however subtle or small. We start to notice that it feels good to be in the present, connected to what's happening. With practice, it's like blowing on a small flame. Mindfulness in everyday living gets stronger and stronger, and we are lucky to have this capacity that builds and supports safety, freedom, peacefulness, and well-being for ourselves and others. There's a sweetness, joy, and beauty in the moment. So let's begin. So welcome to Community Mindfulness. And this week we are focusing on riding the current of the present moment. And that's a skill that will help us in pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral circumstances to have the most peace for ourselves, friendliness for ourselves, and friendliness for others. It can give us great pleasure when we're riding a pleasant current or even a neutral current. It can give us great peace when we're riding an unpleasant current. So let's begin. You can close your eyes or cast them down. It helps to close the eyes to just there are less distractions in seeing things around you. And let's check in with the body. You want to be in a relaxed but attentive position. You can be seated in a chair, on a sofa, on the floor, or lying down. And you want to be able to feel your breathing easily. So if we're sort of slumped over, it's a little harder to feel the breathing. So you lengthen up through your spine. And that can feel really nice to sort of stack your spine one little bone upon the next, like it's a building block toward the sky. And you reach up through the crown of the head. And then it's also a good feeling to have the sit bones firmly to your seat and the weight of gravity holding your legs and feet to the floor. And one way to remind ourselves to ride the current is to ride the current of breathing. It's a natural in and out flow. So focus on the inhale. Feel yourself carried by that inhale, and then exhale. Really release into the exhale and feel yourself carried by the exhale. You can float on your breath. So just pay attention to the breathing. Inhale and feel it in your body. Your ribs, your chest, your belly may rise. And exhale. Feel the flow. Paying close attention to the breath. As if with each inhale and exhale, you're a little drop in a stream that's flowing along nicely, peacefully. And some people have a difficulty breathing. And there are other flows in the body that you can pay attention to. There's sort of there's the rhythm of the heartbeat. There's sort of a natural flow of energy in different traditions. It's called different things. In Chinese, it's called qi or energy. And there's a rhythm or a flow or a current to just being alive, just being here that you can ride. So find it in your breath or find it in another subtle rhythm in the body. Just paying careful but relaxed attention to the flow of that inhale and exhale, or a natural vibrancy that you may feel in the body, if that's available to you. Very good. And then one place where we can get very fragmented and choppy is in our thinking. Thinking, thinking, thinking. So we're going to go there now to auditory thought. And just pay attention to auditory thought with the special caveat, with the special intention to let each thought arise and then pass down the stream. And you can allow yourself to see an image of a stream, thoughts passing down the stream, or you can say to yourself, stream, thought on the stream, or thought down the stream. Either can help with that concentration. You may not need either the label or the image. You may be able to just pay attention to each thought as it comes up and then let it flow down the stream. And of course, immediately when you pay attention to something, sometimes it disappears or it can get louder. Either is fine. And you're just practicing right now, allowing each thought to lightly go down the stream, flow with the current. You don't need to be concerned with it. You don't need to hold on to it. You don't need to resist it. Just let it go down the stream. If you like a big river instead of a stream, go ahead and think or envision that. And you're just curious. You're paying attention to any thought that might arise. And then let it go down a stream. Pay attention to the thoughts that arise in your mind. And as there's a flow to riding the current, there's also a settling. There's movement, and there's a settling, like the bottom of the stream is settled. And there's a part of you, and um, that may come to you most easily thinking about being grounded in your seat. That's a settled place. So it has the qualities of both being settled and being flowing, riding the stream. Very good. Now let's ride the stream of sound in our environment. Actually, it's not in your head, like there's an airplane going over right now in my neighborhood. And so I'm just going to let that sound flow through my experience. Not resist it. Not ignore it. And it can be quite interesting to just allow it to fade away. And then there may be other sounds in your environment. The hum of an appliance. The breath, your own breath. Or I can hear Tripper breathing. He's a very good breather. And just allow that sound to float on your experience. If there's any pleasure or pleasantness or peace or relaxation that comes with that, go ahead and enjoy that. Just paying attention to any external sound. And if your mind wanders, which the mind does, it can go off on a tangent. And anything can set it off. Like I just heard my dog's collar tinkle. And I thought about her barking when people come to the door and da da da. And then, okay, so then, all right, so yep, come back to sound. We all do it, get distracted, but we're just practicing riding the current of external sound. Very good. And the last aspect of riding the current will be in the body, feel, physical feeling. So you can go to the breath if you like, or tap into just a physical vibrancy that chi or ruha, it can be called. Many different traditions call it different things. Just a sense of flow in the body. There are actually many aspects of flow happening that we don't really feel, other than the breath, the flow of circulation and lymph and oxygen. So there's a lot of riding the current that your body does naturally. So just step into that. And if there's pleasantness that comes with that, enjoy that. You're physically feeling. You may feel a current of air on your skin. Physically feeling any aspect of riding the current in your body. Now, there may be other feelings. There may be some pain here or there, some discomfort, fatigue. You can let those be there and just check into that current. There are electrical currents in the body. And we're so fortunate to have this body as a tool to just sense our environment in so many ways. Pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral. And as we feel this flow, this current in the body, the mind can tend to be quieter. It's like the mind joins the body in that flow. Oh, okay, I'll go along with this, instead of being scattered and off here and there. And I'll count backwards from 5 to 1. And we'll go back to we'll go to visual image. And I'll have you, if you choose, it's always a suggestion, just picture yourself riding a current in a stream or a river. It could be in a kayak or canoe, or you could be just paddling on your back. And when I get back to 1, you're going to have your feet feel the stream bed and walk out of the stream and open your eyes and be right where you are. So 5, riding along, floating along, feeling comfortable, cozy, not resistant, not scattered, not fragmented, just riding along. 4, maybe there's pleasure, pleasantness, or a little happiness that you feel. 3, 2, just about feeling your feet touch the bottom, coming out of the stream. 1, open your eyes, and there you are in your seat. Thank you for joining for Community Mindfulness. Join us each week.